901 Shelby Drive, look alive, look alive. Niggas came up on this side, now they on the other side. Oh,
and I'm back bringing you a very great tutorial. A lot of people been wanting that rap vocal effect. I don't do enough of it because I don't have a rapping voice. So, you know, I went ahead and did something different this time. And this song is really great. Blockboy JB featuring Drake. I listened to it this morning. It was actually the first thing that I saw as soon as I woke up. So I'm gonna go ahead and mute everything that we have. We'll mute all the effects. And we'll be going over the lead vocal right now. And then I'll do a little bit over the instrumental, but the key thing is this lead vocal. And I'll turn off the master too. All right, so this is the lead vocal right here. So the first thing we have is a fruity limiter, but we're using the fruity, we're using the compressor in the fruity limiter. So what you want to go ahead and do is just load that in. I didn't do any adjustment to the release in the head. All you want to go ahead and do is just bring your compression down. Make sure these are all the way to the right, your ratio on your knee. Turn that all the way to your right. And the threshold, I dropped it down to -9. Just to really just compress the vocals, not do too much heavy compression, but this was gonna sound like and look like 901. I forgot I put a symbol right here. All right, so right here,
901 Shelby Drive, look alive, look alive. Niggas came up on this side, now they on the other side. Oh well, F 'em dog, we gon' see how they ride.
So you can see there's not too much compression going on, it's just slight compression. The next thing we have is TDR Nova. This is a free EQ. Y'all want to go ahead and use. I'm using this a lot in a lot of vocals and songs now. So it's really helpful because it's a graphic EQ and you can really see exactly what peaks in your vocal that you need to cut out and what you need to add. So I noticed that Drake's vocal presence was really high. There's a lot of high-end vocal presence in this. So I went ahead and boosted this up to like 9 decibels right here up in the 5K area. Did some more in the 2K to 5K, boosted that about 6 decibels, and went ahead and just cut out the low, cut it up to 100. Did some dipping right here around 200, and another between 200 and 500. So that should be around 300-400 hertz. And this was gonna sound like and look like
901 Shelby Drive, look alive, look alive. Niggas came up on this side, now they on the other side. Oh.
So you can hear the sibilance in there. So what we're gonna do is first of all have a fruity limiter because you want to bring the volume up to 0 decibels. That way the vocal is gonna be full and it's also gonna basically like level out and flatten it, I guess you could say. So you want to go ahead and load that in, bring the release all the way down to 0. When the release is up, it kind of kills I guess some of the areas of the vocal. If you bring all the way down, the natural presence still remains. So do that and just bring the gain up to the ceiling is at 0 decibels.
901 Shelby Drive, look alive, look alive. Niggas came up on this side, now they on the other side. Oh.
So after that, we have a de-esser stereo by Waves, and I went ahead and brought the threshold down to -17.7. But you really just kind of want to look and overall just listen to it and see how much you need to bring it down. -17.7 was where I found it was good. Frequency 5506, sidechain, click high pass, and monitor is audio. And we'll go ahead and play it.
901 Shelby Drive, look alive, look alive. Niggas came up on this side, now they on the other side. Oh.
So now that you hear that, it took care of some of that high presence in there. What I went ahead and did, I added Maximus de-esser in here. So you just want to go to the preset in Maximus and just go to de-esser split band, select that, and then bring your band down to -9. It's basically going to give you the same exact thing with Waves for people who don't have it. And I'll go ahead and play it just so y'all know what it sounds like.
901 Shelby Drive, look alive, look alive. Niggas came up on this side.
And going back and playing the Waves one.
901 Shelby Drive, look alive, look alive.
So you pretty much get almost the same exact quality for those who don't have any Waves plugins. The next thing we're gonna have is the Fruity Reverb 2. There's not too much reverb in it because it's rap vocals. Rap vocals don't need a lot of reverb, just enough to fill within the beat. So this is exactly the adjustments I did. I don't want to go exactly with all the numbers and stuff, but this is exactly I guess what I had for this set vocal. If you need the FLP or just the session in general, you can go to bluenovabeats.com. In the folder is gonna have all the vocal chains. You can just drop it down on any mixer, so you'll get the same exact reverb I have. But I'll go ahead and play it.
901 Shelby Drive, look alive, niggas came up on this side, now they on the other side.
So after that, we have another fruity limiter. It's basically just to give it a ceiling and make sure the vocals don't peak past 0 decibels. And this is what's gonna sound like and look like.
901 Shelby Drive, look alive, niggas came up on this side.
And now that you have it like that, you want to bring the vocal down to -3. In the original song, the mix of it is pretty low. I kind of did my own mastering and adjustment to it. I just made sure my vocal is really, I guess, louder so people can really just hear it and won't have to turn up the volume. So after we have that, the next thing we have is it's just the back. I went ahead and did extra with this song, but it's gonna benefit other people for whenever they do this in a song. So I did some highlight vocals right here, and highlight vocals basically you're gonna get the last word of every bar and just repeat it, and it's basically gonna be stacked. So for an example, I'm gonna play right here. And also really the only difference is going to be the fruity chorus. You just want to turn that down to 50%, and that's going to be the only difference, and just lower that down to about -9 decibels.
Drive, look alive.
-12, sorry.
Drive, look alive, other side. Ride, split it with the guys.
So it kind of gives it that stereo imaging effect that you will want to have. So if you go ahead and double your vocals, if you're the kind of rapper that likes to have that doubling sound effect, then this is exactly the best thing to do. The next thing, which this was actually in the song, there was some background vocals, and it was really just having like a radio sounding effect. So this is the first thing I went ahead and did, added a fruity parametric EQ2. Just went ahead and just cleaned out some of the vocal. The next thing, just having just doing this effect. I initially started with a preset in FL Studio was radio, but that's not how it looked like. I did a lot of adjustments to it, and after that just added some fruity reverb to it. Not too much because you don't want it to overpower the entire song. And then next thing, just added fruity delay too. And I just, like I said, I kind of went the extra mile. The background vocals, they didn't really need a delay, but I added it in there just to make it sound better. And this was gonna sound like.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, whoa, oh yeah.
So it sounds silly, but that's exactly the same exact effect you'll hear in the song in the background vocals. So after you have all that, you wanna what I go ahead and do is make sure the whole vocal is level. So you wanna hold Control, Alt, and left click and drag it to the right. After you do that, you will want to go down here to drop down. You'll right click it and then go to route to this track only. It'll have all your vocals just linked to this. After I do that, I just bring the ceiling down to -3 and the release down to 0. And I'll go ahead and play it. So all of them will be together and won't go past -3 decibels.
Dog, we gon' see how they ride. I get racks to go outside and I split it with the guys. We up on the other side, nigga.
So after that, the next thing is just going to Maximus, just playing the beat. And with the beat, like I said, I did my own personal leveling to some frequencies. The high, I left it alone because the hi-hats in the original song were really loud. With the mid, I just boosted it up to to +8 decibels. You want to boost that up by 8. And then with the low, I went ahead and boosted it to where the bass is sitting at -6. So I'll go ahead and play it.
Dog, we gon' see how they ride. I get racks to go outside and I split it with the guys.
And then with this, with the melody, you can kind of just see the melodies around like -6, and the kicks and the snares are hitting at 0 decibels. Right here, you see that the hats are at -6, like I said, and that's in the original. So those are pretty high. And with the mastering, with the master channel, you just want to bring the band all the way up so that it's not compressed. After that, the last thing really is the icing on the cake, adding isotope ozone 5. So what you want to go ahead and do is just go to post equalizer first, go to the 8th band, click the drop down, low pass brick wall, drag that into us where 15,126 hertz, and that's going to kill some of that high end presence, going to clean up the mix. After that, you want to have your graph, left click, hold it, and drag it before your loud maximizer so that your EQ is before your limiter. After that, you just want to go to your maximizer right here and just be on IRC threshold. I didn't do anything to it, and just have the character to smooth is going to be at 4 decibel, right? Just 4. So we'll go ahead and play it, and this is what's going to sound like all together.
We gon' see how they ride. I get racks to go outside, and I split it with the guys. We up on the other side, niggas acting like we tied.
So I actually hooked y'all up with I guess a free version getting the same effect and quality. So if you don't have iStop Ozone 5, you can do this, add the Fruity Convolver. I'll go ahead and have like this EQ right here, it cuts out that high frequency, and then add the Fruity limiter to just have that ceiling, make sure it doesn't clip or go past 0 decibels, and this is what it's gonna sound like.
We gon' see how they ride. I get racks to go outside, and I split it with the guys. We up.
So now that we have that, that pretty much wraps up this tutorial. If you need the zip file, the zip folder for this, you can go to bluenovabeats.com, go to store, click on vocal chains, and then it'll be right there for you to get. But if you have any questions, just go ahead and go to bluenovabeats.com, go in the contact form. You can send me a message there, or just email me at bluenovabeats@gmail.com. Make sure to like, subscribe, share, and comment what you all want to see next. But thank you all for watching.
Niggas came up on this side, now they on the other side. Oh well, F 'em dog, we gon' see how they